So I've said before that Destiny 1 was one of the best gaming experiences of my life, and I didn't even play for that long, but I still have such fond memories of that game. Like, I truly think that the Taken King is the best expansion of all time, and possibly the best thing that humans have created since the light bulb. Like, everything about it still gives me goosebumps.
Their leaders belong to you. The rest await extermination. No. Gather them. I will take them all.
The Taken King literally made Destiny 1 into an entirely new game. Maybe not gameplay wise, but certainly from a level angle. Like, the new abilities were insane at that time. The new Dreadnought POI, the new strikes, the new enemies, which I guess technically they weren't new enemies. They were just normal enemies, but with the Taken color scheme. But some of them did do different things. Like the Taken Cabal had those shields that would blow you away, and some of those weird creepy ass enemies would duplicate. Not to mention, the Taken King DLC also gave me my favorite gun in Destiny, and one of my favorite weapons of all time, the Touch of Malice. I'm not like an American who has all my favorite guns in my basement that I shoot minorities with, but the Touch of Malice, in my opinion, is up there with like the Energy Sword from Halo, or the Hidden Blade from Assassin's Creed. I know that might sound like a hot take, because I feel like most Destiny fans, especially Destiny 1 fans, they will say weapons like the Gallowhorn should be higher up than the Touch of Malice, and I totally understand that. But I didn't play Destiny 1 during year 1. I did pay some attention to it, but I didn't really care when they brought it back as much as others, especially the ones who actually played in year 1. But nonetheless, one of the most goated weapons of all time, for like 14-year-old me back in 2016. The Touch of Malice was a beast for me. I don't want to sound like I'm rambling, but it gave you infinite ammo, with the counter that does damage to you every shot you shoot when the magazine is empty. It was the perfect gun for an emo teenager. Self-harm was not an option with this gun, it was a part of the process. And the Taken King DLC made the best character in Destiny, or at that time, the only real decent character in Destiny, even better.
They are taken.
Eris, get your rock off my map. I gotta go, see about a ship.
Cade, our discussion is not yet concluded.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm leaving.
Cade 6 is the only person who can call me a dirty immigrant, and I would say thank you sir, have a nice day. I even have the collectible of this man. He carried the Taken King story, and he did it without the weird dialogue in vanilla Destiny.
Why have you been watching us?
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
And then obviously Rise of Iron comes out, but I was too busy playing Halo 5 at that time. And then a year later, Destiny 2 comes out.
So, everything is gone. Your stuff, my stuff, most importantly, my stuff.
Now I played the Destiny 2 beta back in the summer of 2017. I even have the emblem for playing the beta, but I lost that account unfortunately. The government took me down, but I can't get into that. But I played Destiny 2 at launch. It was pretty wild. I remember watching all those old school YouTubers playing Destiny 2 for the first time, like Unknown Player, My Name is Bife, Mr. Fruit, and the GOAT himself, More Console.
One final attempt at Zen Meteor. Here we fucking go. Boom! Zen Meteor! Zen fucking Meteor! We did it! We finally...
But I remember Destiny 2 being good for like 2 weeks. Like the Red War was cool, which I gotta say, while coming back to Destiny in 2024, I realized that you can't even play the Red War anymore, which is not only disappointing, but I think it could be illegal, because I paid $60 for Destiny 2, and now they took away that content. But rest in peace to the Red War, I guess. I guess I'll never be able to fight that Gary dude again.
Today we know our enemy. His name is
Gary! Or Gil. Glenn? Is it? I don't know. It's something with a G!
Gold.
But Destiny 2's launch, it was like you finished the campaign, which was decent. I wouldn't say it was anywhere near Bungie's best work, like Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, or The Taken King, but I found it 100 times better than the vanilla Destiny story. I honestly can't even remember the vanilla Destiny story. And then after you finish that, you do Strikes, or the Nightfall. I do remember back then, there was a weapon called the Rat King or something, which everyone was going for during the first month of the game, and the weapon wasn't even that good. And then the raid comes out. The raid was pretty cool. Like you had that stealth section, where you had to be quiet in front of the dogs, and everyone would just get mad at each other, and blame the loss of the raid on the only minority in the party, which was me unfortunately. And then you got a time section, and a move to play section, and then at the end of the raid, you kill Peter Griffin. And it was actually pretty fun if I remember correctly. Peter Griffin would send you to the Shadow Realm, and you would have to say the name of whatever object he shows you, and everyone had to communicate really well. I also remember for this raid, a weapon called Coldheart I think it was. It was a beast in this raid. The amount of damage you can do with this was unbelievable. I'm pretty sure it was a pre-order bonus, and one of the greatest and underrated WWE wrestlers of all time, The Big Show, was promoting it.
I'm getting tired of the code question, Paul.
Hey, man.
I'm just saying.
Yo,
I'm
we're
just saying,
cool, bro. I'll learn it the hard way.
I knew this might happen based on our call.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd have to bring back up with Coldheart.
Okay, that's an exotic.
One of our new exotics.
Oh.
But once you were done the raid, the only real thing was to finish getting the exotics. I can't remember how much the max light level was when this game launched, but I'm pretty sure it was around 330. Let me know down below if I'm in the ballpark. But yeah, the game at launch was just you finish the story, finish the raid, and then start collecting exotics. And the exotics were easy as hell. I mean, you can leave the game on, go downstairs and eat dinner, and you'll come back to like 40 new exotics. Like, it was crazy easy. All you had to do to get exotics back then was just go to Earth, or the EDZ or whatever, and just grind out the public events, and you'll likely be done with the exotics for at least one of your characters within a few weeks. And it was really bad, because for some reason, when Destiny 2 launched, it did not have a weapon perk roll system. They took all of it out. So a huge part of the Destiny 1 grind that made Destiny 1 worth the grind, like overpowered weapon perks that you get from engrams, or things like Strike Pacific loot, it was gone, and everyone was kind of balanced with each other, so the endgame content was handicapped a lot. And when it came to the appearance customization, it was basically just raid loot, or trials loot. And why was it like this, you might be asking? Well, it was because of microtransactions. They put like every single good cosmetic in the item shop, so technically you can't say it's pay to win, but it's like in real life, you know. If you want to buy a Gucci jacket, it's gonna cost some serious money. But the problem with Destiny 2 is that the rest of the players who don't want to give Bungie and Activision more money, we just fought naked the entire game. Bright Dust in 2017 had more value than Bitcoin, but after a month, most Destiny 2 players probably went to play Call of Duty World War II and then realized that that game had even more microtransactions than Destiny 2, with even less content. So everyone started playing this game called Fortnite, that I'm sure some of you have probably heard of. And then a month later, a new trailer drops.
You have to go.
Nope, not leaving you. Without me, there's no coming back.
If I don't stop the Vex, there won't be anything to come back to. I'm doing this for the both of us.
Don't you even... Osiris!
Now the trailer looked alright, but when the Curse of Osiris came out, it was basically you get hyped to play it, you play at 6 PM after school, you're like, let's go, time to play 12 hours of Destiny. But 1 hour later around 7 PM, you already finished the entire DLC. So around 8 PM to 9 PM, you're tweeting at Bungie, calling them a bunch of lazy developers, and probably throwing a few slurs at them too, and then you go back to playing Fortnite. And that was exactly what I did. Curse of Osiris was the last time I was genuinely into Destiny. It was the last time I kept up with all the YouTubers, it was the last time I played a raid, or whatever that was, and it was the last time I hit max light level. And it was pretty brutal seeing Bungie, the same company that created Halo and Destiny 1, completely crap the bed. And apparently there was another DLC or something. I did not play this. I had no idea about it. And then we had Forsaken. Forsaken came out on my birthday, and I did not ask anyone to get me it. But about 6 months later, I heard some really good things about it, and I was like, screw it, I'll buy it. And it has some pretty good moments.
Well, this is awkward. You got a gun I can borrow?
No. But I do have a bullet with your name on it.
Any second now, my partner is gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you. And you, my man.
This is going to hurt. A lot. Any last words?
How's your sister?
and it has some cool new enemies, returning characters, and one of the coolest and saddest moments of all time.
There's nothing I can... I'm sorry. Listen, kid. This ain't on you. This is what I get for playing nice. You tell Zavala and Ikora. The Vanguard is the best bet I ever lost.
Now, Kate's death was the last great thing I know from Destiny, but when it comes to Forsaken, I didn't play the raid, I didn't play Crucible, or really care about anything. I just finished the story in a week and it moved on. But we are no longer in the year 2015 with The Taken King. We are no longer in the year 2017 with Vanilla Destiny 2. We are no longer in the year 2018 with Forsaken and Travis Scott dropping Astroworld. We are in 2024. So how is Destiny 2 in 2024 for a Destiny 1 player? Okay, when I first loaded up this game, I literally got hit with like 20 advertisements or some random notifications. I only read one of them. It was like, this week in Destiny, the Cabal leader had sex with Oryx, and their son is giving you a quest in the tower, or something among those lines, so that was painful. But apparently the new subclasses have multiple special abilities now, and I had some real fun with that. Like the Warlock had those fire swords, and they also have one other ability that I don't really understand, but man, I'll take it. The Hunter was also fun to use. The Hunter has always been my main since Destiny 1, so I'm happy about that. The only thing that confused me with the Hunter is that I could have sworn, is that Void Purple Arrow Super? I could have sworn you can use up to 3 arrows, but for some reason I can only use 2. But I also played the Crucible, I sucked at it, but it was fun. And there's also a mode called Gambit, which I actually do remember playing back in quarantine, so I forgot to mention that part. It's kind of like Warzone Firefight from Halo 5, but you have to beat the other team on how fast you can kill the enemies, and it's pretty fun. But I mainly just played Strikes. I used a weapon called Nameless Midnight because I remember it being super overpowered back in the day. I'm not sure if it still is, but it felt nice, and I had fun for sure. I didn't play any story, but apparently Kate 6 is back or something. I don't really know how, but my favorite part was definitely going back into the Taken King raid. I haven't fully played it yet, I've only messed around with the opening, but a huge wave of nostalgia hit me hard. But after basically 9 days of playing Destiny 2, let's look at my results. On my Warlock, I hit light level 1750, and my Hunter is about 60 behind that. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good so far. I haven't played the story, I haven't played the new raid, I haven't played the Trials of 9, or even gone to the new planets, so if you want to see a part 2 to this video, where I try all of that stuff, leave a comment, or give this video a like or something so I know. But yeah, that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, and peace.